I want to start off today by sharing one of my favorite scriptures in the world. It's found in the longest chapter of the Bible, Psalms 119. In fact, I'm going to jump all the way down to the 105th verse, and I want to read it out of the NIV. It says, "Your word is a lamp for my feet and a light on my path." This verse has meant a lot to me for a long time for a lot of reasons. But one of the big things is that God has this incredible ability to show us where we are. So many times our lives are, we're just consumed with ourselves and everything that's going on, and we lose track of who God is, who He wants us to be, where He wants to go. And so sometimes He has to turn the light on and help us see where we are so that He can ultimately tell us where He wants us to go. I don't know about you, but in my journey, sometimes my life has become too much about me. Whenever God is trying to do something in me, whenever someone is trying to teach me something, sometimes it just comes back to me and how that's impacting me or what I think about that, as it relates to me. And every once in a while, it's got to stop being about us. And it's got to be about God and what He wants to do in and through us. It's got to be about other people. So every once in a while, He's just going to turn on that light. He's going to expose where we are. He's going to reveal where we are. He's going to obliterate our deception and expose some truth to us. And a lot of times when that happens, it's when we need Him. Maybe we're going through something personally and we need Him. Something has happened in our lives and we're reaching out to Him. And that's when He flips on that light and the Word becomes a lamp on my feet and a light on my path. Now this is important, and I want you to understand this. God will never reveal anything to you. He'll never reveal truth to you to condemn you, to judge you. I like to say it this way. He'll never expose anything about me to condemn me or to judge me. He just knows that before I am going to be able to move forward, I have to know where I am. And guys, I got to say that, especially as it relates to building bridges, to fostering first steps towards racial healing. We're never going to be able to go anywhere until we just step back and allow God to show us where we are. How can we move forward if we don't know where we have come from and how we have gotten where we are? And oh boy, I know that sometimes the truth can hurt. I know that sometimes we don't want to hear the truth. The truth can make us feel uncomfortable. It can make us feel vulnerable. It can make us feel exposed. But isn't it what ultimately sets us free? Isn't it what ultimately gets us from being stuck into a place of where we can actually move forward? Can I say this to you? We do not have to fear the truth. We don't have to fear the truth. When the truth is revealed, it'll set us free. It'll release us to be a part of the healing that is so needed. Over the last few podcasts, we've been talking about the 4 R's of a racial reckoning. The 4 R's of a racial reckoning. And if you hadn't gotten in on the last few podcasts, I pray that you'll go to my YouTube page and listen to them. But I want to define reckoning to you. What does that mean? A racial reckoning. What is a reckoning? The dictionary defines it this way. It is the action or process of calculating or estimating something. Now listen to that again. A reckoning is, it's kind of taking a step back. It's the action or process of calculating or estimating something. A racial reckoning means that we are stepping back. We are looking at what's going on. We're trying to figure out what's going on. We're trying to figure out how to do something differently because obviously what we're doing is not working. When it comes to the racial divides, this last year has forced many of us into a reckoning. I think more and more of us are aware than ever before that something is horribly wrong, but we just don't know what to do about it. And so there's just this reckoning that has been going on. For many of us, for a long time, many of us believed that not talking about this issue, that claiming not to see color, claiming to love everyone would resolve these issues. Many people claim that it's a spiritual issue, that if we just could get people to accept Jesus and let him change their lives, then everything would be okay. Did we really think that though? I mean, come on. Did we really think that if we just shared Jesus, we wouldn't have to talk about racism? We wouldn't have to talk about the issues that plague our lives, our families, and our culture? You know, I have pastored for 40 years. I know that's a long time. I can't hardly believe it. But I watched thousands of people accept Jesus into their hearts. I watched thousands of people receive the saving grace of Jesus in their lives. In fact, over the 40 years that I've been in ministry, I would suspect that there have been millions of people who have accepted Jesus. But you know what, guys? Let's be truthful here. Let's be honest here as it relates to the racial divides that plague our communities and our country. Things are not better. Things in some ways have even got worse. But here's the thing. More than ever, followers of Jesus are realizing that something is horribly wrong and want to change the way that we've been going about it. I always like to share with you how Albert Einstein said that we can't solve today's problems with the same thinking that we used to create them. And you know, I think there's more and more people realizing the way that we've been going about it is not working and we have to do something different. That's why I say there is a reckoning going on.